Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. We are here live right now for the Florida versus Kentucky call-in show. Got Utah pulled up on the screen here to see how they're going to face up against Steven's mom's Beaver. Should be a good show. Only way this is a good show, though, click the link in the description. Call in, buzz in. Let me make sure the link's there because the sneaky link, I usually F this up some way or another and forget it. But I think I did it this time. So if you're here hanging out with us, the link is there. Come say hey. But while you guys are calling in, the Gators channel dropped a hype video for the Kentucky game. So we're going to watch that while people call the sneaky link down below. Get up on in here. Get up all on that. I'm just kidding. All right, hold on. Let me share the screen, boy. Yeah, sir. All right, ready? Cool.
Okay, we know what we're preparing for, right? SEC East opponent number 2. The best never stop. Okay, this group has work to do. Right, this group has more to prove. Can we agree on that?
I want a knockback, I want technique, and I want a dominate. Game, tackle, and hit.
What are we chasing after? What are we really chasing after? We're chasing after greatness. Greatness.
The key ingredient is belief. Okay, belief is the engine that powers it all.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Everything you do and everything we do, you got to believe you can do it, and you got to roll your sleeves up, and you got to get your hands dirty, and you got to go do the work.
Look to the brother next to you. Play for the guys next to you. Play for the guys before you.
Son. Them boys are good out there, that media team, man. Goodness gracious, I swear to goodness. All 8 pounds, baby Jesus, and everything. All they do a fantastic job. Fantastic job. Happy to have all of you in here. Aaron Jordan, you might call in. Arc Gator 501 new member. Well, welcome to the family, Arc Gator. Way to earn your pigskins there. Happy to have you aboard here. Yo, shit's laggy. It's a StreamYard, guys. I don't know what to tell you. That's how it is when I'm on StreamYard, but it's the best way for calling shows, so I hate it, but I even got on the mic with him, but we'll see. We will see, boys. Look, love that. That got me fired up. Hey, look, guys, this is a call-in show. So this show will, doesn't have much juice to it if you don't call in. I'm sitting here talking to myself. I think I've talked to myself enough this week. So Kentucky fans, you're more than welcome to call in, but this is football. I can talk basketball a little bit. It's tough for me to do those things sometimes, but I can do my best. I can do my best. So if you guys want to call in and talk sports, I'm here, Kentucky guys. I'm here for you as well too. But look, man, this is a little pregame show, little pep rally. Yeah, little like high school pep rally. Again, tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. sharp, high top game day. Ali Peaks joining us, Jay Crane's joining us, and Ty Hayes. Should be a banger. Should be a good show. Fired up for it, jazzed up for it, spiced up for it. So make sure you guys tune in for that because it's going to be a good one here at 9:30. But right now, we are live doing a call-in show. Again, watching the Utah versus Oregon State Beavs game. But again, the show does not go on unless you guys call in. The link is in the description. Please don't be afraid. Call in. Okay. I want you to call in. That's what makes the show work. I ramble enough as it is during the week. You see me on Wednesday. You see me on Monday. Posted a couple videos yesterday. Posted a video today. Cranking out the content. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Might be a little bit overload, but it's football season. So a lot to talk about, a lot of things to go over, a lot of things to get prepared for. So that's how it's going to be. But really excited for tomorrow's game. Just ready to kind of, again, I feel like, these first 4 games so far have just, we've got only, McNeese and Tennessee. We saw some consistency, right? But other than that, it's kind of just, we haven't really seen like a nice steady flow. I think we're still in search of our identity. We're still hoping that there's more under the hood than what's being exposed. I think, again, this is going to be it should be the start of something special here and a nice little run. I mean, look, it's showtime. It's time to buckle up and get nasty with it. We've got Kentucky, then South Carolina, then Vandy, then Georgia, and then it's just, I mean, LSU, Arkansas, etc. So I have a feeling I know who this is, but we'll let it ride. Welcome to the show, man. Kentucky boy 74. How we doing? You're muted, Kentucky boy. Them Kentucky boys, I knew they were slow, but damn, like y'all something special. You gonna call in and not unmute yourself? He's struggling. I feel that. That's gonna have the same kind of energy for tomorrow. They're gonna choke. I don't think he's prepared for that. Look at this. Jaboris Dickerson, my new favorite YouTube channel for my Gator content. Love that, man. Appreciate that. Much love from Austin, Texas. Hell yeah, man. Welcome aboard, Mike Charlie. What's going on, man? Lagway had 4 passing touchdowns in the first quarter tonight. Let's go, the Priest. Tell Pops I said, hey, Marshall, if he's not here right now. That boy's good. My headphones are all wickety whack pack. Give a dog a bone. I would love to meet you. I would love to. What's up, Neil? I would love to meet you live. I work all day, and first thing I do is come home to see the broadcast. Not quite sure what the first part says, but love that you come home to see the broadcast. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Who's ready for Kansas to beat Texas tomorrow? Take it easy, Muds. Take it easy. Let's go, Neil. Favorite channel of all time? Love that, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. I don't think he thought I was going to bring him on, Austin. The smoke hit him in the cheek. He's like, I got to go. I got to get out of here. And Kentucky boys ain't used to the hype. You know what I mean? This isn't basketball season. So what's up, Papa Priest? There he is. I'm watching tomorrow. Lincoln's in the hospital. Hopefully we'll be going home Sunday. Sorry to hear that, man. Prayers for you, Bubba. Hope all is well. Hate to hear that, man. Really do. Again, guys, call-in show. Links in the description. There's 100+ in here. I mean, at least somebody can just call in, Rick, you want to call in and talk about our sorrows last night? Rick and I did some betting last night. It's not for the faint heart, boys. It's not for the faint heart. It was a rough one. It was a rough one, to say the least. Prayers for Linky, absolutely. Gators by 1 million. I love that energy, Scott. I love that. Everyone loves Steve. He is the enemy, though. Big game tomorrow. I see some old Gator heads on my comment section. They're like, this isn't a rival game. We got to get rid of that rivalry. I think Ali said that too. I don't know. And I get where they're coming from. Like, it's not, to me, it's always been a rival game just because, like, it's still part of the SEC East. Like, it's just, the consistency is there. It's not I don't look at the rivalry as like LSU and Georgia and even Tennessee, but to me, it's still it's a rivalry where we just been the big brother the whole time, right? Like that's what it is for me. Like it's SEC play. It's higher than Mizzou or like A&M. You know what I mean? So it's Kentucky's rivalry. It's their Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a big deal for them, right? It's a big deal for Kentucky to get it done. Oh, look, he's back. Round 2, Sweet Pea.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can now, Kentucky boy 74. You got to figure it out.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you calling in, man. Talk to me. How are you feeling about the game tomorrow?
Man, I feel pretty good, man. How about you guys?
Fuck you, Sorley. Give me the camera.
Oh, I can't.
I heard it.
Even hide it. I heard it.
I heard it.
I know you did, man. Fuck, I'm too high. I came up here with the old lady, and she's getting in the shower, but we're about to go get some dinner. But man, hey, bro,
dinner? What time is it?
I mean, it's almost 9, but bro, we've been fucking. It's an 8-hour drive from Raleigh, so
Where you at?
Lexington.
Oh, bro, Sawyer, I forgot. Sawyer don't play games, bro.
Yeah, bro. I got
Sawyer-
the camper and all, man. We just try to get away when we can, but bro, it's gonna be fucking wild tomorrow. Excuse my language, sorry.
yeah, we're a PG's channel here. We don't fucking do that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
I
Are you in the
forgot.
camper now?
No. I'm outside smoking.
Can I get a tour?
I mean, it's just a campground.
I mean, I want to see the tour. I want to see the camper.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sorry, let me get over here. I had to
So
come
is a
over
fucking
here.
animal. He is
I
an
had to
animal.
come over here and smoke the left-hand cigarette privately. I don't know how these people up here get down.
The left hand cigarette. Are you with the kids or just the wife and you? Just a
It's
little
just the
romantic.
wife. It's just the wife, man.
She never calls in. Not a big fan.
Bro, we got 3 kids. While I'm walking though, bro, it's gonna be packed tomorrow.
Is it rowdy?
Yeah, man.
Is
I'm
it loud?
actually kind of nervous, bro. Yeah, bro. It's I don't know. I mean, you were at the Tennessee game. It's pretty much like that, except for all the momentums with Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, the Tennessee game was something else, man. Something
Well,
else.
These jokers up here, like they're wilding out. I've been to a Kentucky game before, man, and I mean it's never like this. But old Stoops, man, he's a good coach, you know. So he's got these people fired up, ready to beat Florida's ass.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're on a little bit of a burner, 2 in a row. They've got a good squad. And look, this is what the portal does. I mean, they're able to stay and kind of. I saw somebody mention too, like Kentucky, like the last few years they've won have been like on a transition year, right? They've been building up, but look, they're not the Kentucky of old. They're able to stay on top of things. You know what I mean?
Bro, big time. But on a positive note, bro, we win this shit. I don't want to hear any more Sunbelt Billy from Q, from Rob, from anybody.
Somebody be ready to just fist fight people in the comment section, bro.
I really do.
Be
I gotta
cheesing
calm
me,
down.
Bro, I'm like, what's? I'm look over. I'm like, what happened? We ain't even live yet. You know, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, man. What? So, hey, I missed it. You did 24-10 or 24-14? Your prediction?
24-17, I think.
17. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing my prize picks tonight, so I'm trying to lock in some money.
Oh, you do prize picks? We did.
Yeah.
So Rick and I, we were doing better last night. The better app.
Oh,
where
yeah.
You like pick players. We had like a little 8-legger going. Brutal.
Oh,
brutal.
gosh.
Q said he's drinking moonshine. Look, Q's here.
I know he is. I know he secretly loves Billy, man. He loves.
He does. Billy. He does. He's always in the comment section too. He loves it. He eats it up. He's wearing his Gator scarf. Don't let him fool you. He's pissed about Kentucky. He took off for the whole damn day. He got the grill out and everything, and they disappointed him. So he is. I mean, that was a Thursday and everything. He had to go into work the next day.
Well, look, man. I don't know if you remember this or not, but Q told me he would know and see everything he needed to see after the Tennessee game, and he's still in the comment.
That's true. He did. I remember him saying that.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out which one is it, because after the Kentucky game, people are gonna be like, okay, all right, Georgia. If they can't beat Georgia, well, they're just shit. You know, it's like, goddamn, how many big games has one coach got in a fucking season?
We can't slip past South Carolina, man. That's going to be a tough one. In South Carolina?
Man, I ain't even worried about South Carolina, bro.
But I mean, Rattler's clean. We play them next week, right? So we're on the road back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, but bro, look at their offensive line, bro. They got like 3 dudes that are like 6'1", 200-something pounds. Like, they're piecing together fucking pieces on that O-line, bro.
The O-line is trash. I agree.
Like Cam Jackson, Caleb Banks. Like, to be honest, that's who's going to win us the game tomorrow while we're talking D-line.
Oh, we got Vandy next week. What am I even talking? We got Vandy, then South Carolina. Okay.
Bro, y'all need to come up for the Carolina game. There's a bunch of us going. Need to
Oh,
go.
is there?
Yeah.
No, we play. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep thinking South Carolina's next week.
No, it's Vandy, then South Carolina, bye week, and then Georgia.
Cody Dykes' show needs a segment one day a week with Sorley Live. I don't know if Sorley can make it work with the wife and 19 kids in his camper.
I can make anything work. I'm a project manager. I done told y'all. I'm white collar. Don't let the accent fool you.
It's the Utah accent's what really got us going. I think that was the one that really put it. What was funny is like your accent was like you just used your same voice for your Kentucky accent. I was like, oh, wait a minute. wait a minute.
Well,
And you don't do good too, because I was like, kind of like, I said, "What's up, sweetie?" And like, you didn't respond to that. You were too nice. And I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun." And then I realized I was like, "Dude, Cam is not playing again."
What?
Unbelievable.
Damn. Really?
Yeah, unbelievable. Let me bring someone in here, Sorley, since you're not giving me a tour. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, Bo?
What's going on, buddy? Can you hear me?
Wife's naked in the camper. I can't go over there right now.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna be mad about it.
Isn't that when you're supposed to go in there?
You might be. Hell. When the women ain't pregnant, their titties go down. So, I mean, hell. Probably would be disappointed.
Hopefully she's not watching.
She knows I'll go over there and flip them things. I ain't worried about it.
Flip them like pancakes.
Aaron, what do you think about the game, man?
Oh man, I'm looking forward to it. I was at the game last weekend. I was at the Charlotte game. I gotta say, I was a little bummed, man. Like I got there just a hair late, missed that first touchdown. I'm like, oh, it's okay. They'll get another one, so I could see the lights going nuts. And then it never did. And I was like, son of a bitch. But I mean, other than that, it wasn't too bad.
I don't know where you're at, but I'm in fucking Raleigh, and I went to that game too. And
I'm in St.
such a
Augustine.
shitty ride back.
You go to every game, Sorley?
Yeah, man. Well, pretty much. I won't go to the homecoming Vandy game, but yeah, man. I'll be at South Carolina, Georgia, Florida State.
You are wild, my man. I love it. And you're in Raleigh. Like you sit it every weekend, huh? 3 kids and all?
Yeah.
Golly.
Damn, man.
Hey, out here, boys.
We ain't here for a long time. We here for a good time.
You know, we got a drink, Sorley, for the Florida Georgia. We got to figure something out. When are you coming for that?
For the Georgia game, bro? I'll be down there Wednesday.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah,
bro,
so
let's link up. Wait, hey, let's link up. Come to the house, and we'll have you on the show. Deal?
There you go.
Hell yeah.
that would be amazing. We got to make that work.
That sounds good.
I got someone else in this, Adam. Master Gator, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man?
How we feeling, man?
Oh, I'm feeling great, man. I finally got to call in on one of your shows.
I appreciate you calling in, man. How you feeling about tomorrow?
Oh, I'm feeling absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to bust that Kentucky ass.
Yeah.
Gonna pull that Wildcat in that water.
We got to get it going, man. We got to get it going. Did you and Aaron? Did you and Blackburn do a show about this week? What y'all talk about?
We did. Well, he did one. Unfortunately, I was at work earlier, so I wasn't able to jump on this one. But that's why I jumped on yours. So I was like, well, I'll jump on for a minute anyway, just kind of talk about it, get some things out of my system. I'm looking forward to it, man, for sure. I mean, main thing I'm looking forward to is I just want to see us really, come out with the offense that we need to against Kentucky, like we did against Tennessee. Obviously, with me being there at Charlotte, it was a little disappointing. So I was like, I know we've got more than what we're showing, but it makes sense if you're going to Kentucky and Stoops is sitting there watching you with binoculars all day. I mean, he's going to be dialing up the pressure. He's going to be putting a ton of guys in the box, and it's just going to be up to Mertz. But I think what makes the difference this year is that we've got the quarterback to be able to get past the stack box. That's what's going to be the big difference in the game. I'm looking forward to it.
What you looking forward to, man? What are your thoughts on Billy? Or what camp are you in? Are you in the Q Lee camp or are you in the Disney camp?
Well, call me the Disney camp then, if that's what you call it. But listen, once I found out that Kentucky has 40-something missed tackles already, with the trash they done played, man, you can't tell me that we not finna run right through them. That's just how I see it. They got too many missed tackles. All they did was really, they just created turnovers because they plus 8 in the turnover column. So
Yeah.
if we just minus the turnovers, what they gonna do?
Which, I mean, something we've done thus far is protect the football. That's been the biggest thing. And
Exactly.
last year against them, Anthony had 2 interceptions against them, and we did not protect the football. And I think I want to say we had a fumble during that game as well too. Look, I stand on the throne that we lost that game last year. I don't feel like they beat us.
We gave them the game. We gave them the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
At home. So it's payback time. I mean, for the fact that Leary's thrown 5 interceptions in 4 games that haven't played any elite defense whatsoever.
Not at all.
Shows he's a little careless with the ball. I think, with the design that we played against Milton, I don't think, I mean, I'm hoping that, look, Larry is good at the over top of the ball, getting it down the sidelines. Milton obviously has the ability to do that, but he's a little more inconsistent. I think Leary's a little more consistent than Milton is. So that's something that we've gotten beat on, is that outside deep ball. Hopefully those cornerbacks can get a little more. And now the 2 were picks during the Tennessee game. I do remember that. But that's something we definitely need to keep an eye on for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I believe the way our offense run, we're not gonna have a problem. Because
I think we just gotta look the way we looked at Tennessee, man. I mean, that was, in my opinion, that was executed like Florida football. What Billy is trying to do, keep everything in front of you. Don't do anything too flashy. Eugene Wilson going down early, I'm telling you, like that was huge. I think we didn't notice it when it happened, but the offense slowly lost a pillar of operating. Right? I mean, that was something they were really working through him. He opened it up for everybody because he was an actual threat. And it's like, look, we can't just sit on Pearsall anymore. And then now they've got to respect everybody, which then allowed for it to flow. Last week with Charlotte, I think we had some younger wide receivers in there. Again, they keep throwing the clusters in there. I'm seeing the wide receivers kind of just running into each other a lot down the football field. So I'd like to see that open up some more, which should be, an easy fix, but we'll see going into this week.
Some levels for sure. Like,
yeah, I mean,
to see the different levels, I mean, if he's not here, if this isn't your guy, I mean, he's covered up, you want to get him level 2, level 3, and be able to have more options. So that way you're not, like you said, just running into each other and there's nothing open down the field. And then Mertz has got to scramble. When you give more options, more reads, then that's when you're going to be able to make more plays.
So I just want to say this. Go ahead and go. I'm just really, I really want to call in today, because I've been watching different shows and everything. So what I'm gonna say? Dang, somebody just messed it up.
you good?
Well, hold on, Master Gator, before you go, man.
Huh?
Hey, so I've been watching all the shows too, and you guys tell me what your thoughts are. But everybody is so like short, nearsighted, right? Like they're looking at last week Charlotte and nothing before that. Right? Like what the hell do you think Billy was going to do against Charlotte play-wise? Like, I think he treated that like we were going to play damn Kentucky in some aspects. Like, we got to kick field goals and get points. Like,
yeah, work on the areas that we need to be working on. Look, we didn't execute in the red zone, and look, I think Stephen Harris kind of nailed it on the head when he came in and spoke about the base offense, right? Where you're forcing your players to step up and make the play one-on-one. And mind you, we were down, our O-line was very thin, which probably equated to the lack of success in the red zone. So you got to keep that into consideration. It was very vanilla, very simple. Look, even Stephen Harris kind of stamping that approval makes a lot of sense.
What did you say about the O-linemen? How many were out?
There was 2, and then Lindell went out for a little bit, the right tackle who was behind Damian George.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I think that's just a point nobody's talking about, and they're just looking at Charlotte, and it's like Florida kicked 5 field goals. Sorry.
And look, I think the secondary O-line, I'm not trying to like bash the secondary O-line, but once we got into the red zone, we're now rotating into the third string offensive lineman, right? When usually we'd be rotating into that second O-line that was starting the game. And to be fair, I mean, Jake Slaughter has moved up to the 26th best offensive, best center on PFF, just due to his factor that he's been playing more. So.
Yeah. And so here's the difference between Kingsley and Slaughter. Kingsley needs a little bit more help when that line starts pushing than Slaughter does. If you look at Slaughter's games, like
He's
bro,
big.
he is huge, man. Like
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's playing better than Kingsley in some aspects.
Yeah, I think Kingsley just has more of that composure, just more experience under belt, but Slaughter's getting up there, man.
For sure.
Master Gator, do you have something you wanted to say?
Probably like, shut the hell up, Shorty.
Oh yeah. No, I would just say, I believe Billy believe that he doesn't. What's his name? Mertz. Mertz doesn't have a big enough arm, and it's not accurate as he wanted to be to go downfield all the time. So what he's doing is he's pretty much just digging and dunking. That's what he asked to do. But he's not gonna open it up. He's not gonna open up the playbook until Ladway get here, who does have a big enough arm. So that's my belief in what he's doing with his offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lagway's going to really allow this thing to open up some more. And again, I mean, we're all worried about selling certain people and selling recruits on things. I think the recruits are seeing the right things, which is important. So,
yeah, and so what I've been reading about the recruits are saying what they're being sold is what is happening on the field. Everything that they're seeing on the field is what they already been told. So it's the recruits is not mad at all.
Yeah, which is good, right? The proof is in the pudding. It's like, look,
they're more saying, hey, exactly what he told us, exactly what's happening. So
which is good. That speaks volumes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, Master Gator, man, I appreciate you calling in. I got some people waiting here, but I'm glad we were able to get you on here, man. Thank you again for your support, man. I appreciate you.
See you next week.
Be good. Yes, sir, man. Be good. Muddy. Oh, look, we got a new T-shirt on today.
Oh yeah,
good shit.
Man. Got Jaguars.
I would burn that thing. They suck. They're pissing me off.
We always start off slow. Our time's coming.
Killing me, bro. Killing me. Let me get Easton in here. He keeps hopping in and keeps getting kicked out. What's up, Easton? How you doing, man?
Oh, my shit's cutting down, brother. How y'all doing, man?
Good, man. I see you. I was trying to get you in there, and I was like, my man can't keep a connection. So
yeah, bro. My phone was about to die. I had to plug it up. My AirPods aren't working now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my prediction for the game tomorrow. 34-13 Florida.
And then he leaves. I like it. You know what?
Mic drop.
That's how you handle your business.
All right, hold on. All right, 34-13 Florida. Devin Leary's thrown 5 picks already, right? Am I right?
Yeah, it's 5. Yeah.
So what are we looking at tomorrow? Like 7 then, at least?
Like 2 more?
Yeah, I think we picked him
that's what I'd say.
Times.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. At the beginning of the game, I'm pretty young. I'm only 20. I've only been watching Florida since I was like 10. Man, at the beginning of the season, I was really concerned. I wasn't completely sold on Mertz. I didn't really think that he was the guy, but man, as the seasons went on, I really you got to put the trust into Billy, man. I see so many people bashing him all the time, and he just, he gets a really bad rap, but I think his end goal is it's going to work out, man. Like within the next 2 to 3 years, the team's going to be where they need to be. Everybody's got to be patient with him.
Agree. I think that's the thing people don't want to hear, though. It is 2 to 3 years. Like, look, I think we've got an opportunity to do some good things this year, and something special could happen, but I'm not going to get upset if it doesn't happen. But yeah, I think the years to come, the classes they're putting together, and just what he's been able to do in a year, right? And there's just so many variables to this thing now with the transfer portal, with NIL. I mean, there's just so many changing things. Like, it's not going to be as easy just to come in and flip a switch. And people are trying to compare to other coaches and such, but they're having their own, ups and downs as well too. So you got to give the guy allow him to give him his chance. I'm worried. We've talked about this before the Utah game. If things don't go the way we want them to go tomorrow, we're gonna be right back in square one of the Fire Billy camp. Unfortunately, I just got a feeling that's what's gonna happen.
Man, I don't think Kentucky's really played anybody that's worth a damn this year, and I think it's gonna be pretty rough for them tomorrow. I feel like our defense is really gonna get after it.
Yeah, I think it's big, the fact that they haven't really played anybody with there's been no pressure. And that was something that I spoke to Tennessee is they hadn't had to face any adversity, right? So during their first few games, when they would make a mistake, the team on the other side of the ball wasn't good enough to capitalize on that. They got a little flustered quickly, and Florida had the team and the capabilities to capitalize on it. And I think that's going to be something too. We'll see if Kentucky is able to do that. So they haven't had to face any adversity. What are your thoughts, Muddy? I didn't mean to cut you off when you hopped on here, but Easton was waiting. So
No, you're good, man. No, the biggest concern for me is getting the running game going. Like, Utah, we were pass happy. We never really established a running game at all. I know Kentucky, I think they're number 1 right now in stopping the run. So it's like, are we going to abandon the run game quickly? Or I'm just curious to see what we're going to do.
let me see here. Total defense, they're ranked 20th. Let me go to run defense here.
I know their best player, that defensive tackle, number 0. He's 6'6", man. He's 350 pounds. So
they're ranked 9th.
All right, my
defense.
girlfriend called. She's in nursing school and she just left from clinical in Covington. She's on her way home. I'm sorry, but I should be good now.
Okay, all right, you're good. Thanks for the update on the wife, man. Appreciate it. So
anyways,
Kentucky is
back to
ranked
what I was
9th.
saying. Yeah, wasn't Western Kentucky and Kentucky like a really close game?
I think in the first half it was.
It was a struggle, yeah, for them for sure.
Hold on.
all I know is Vandy scored 28 on them.
Yeah.
Only 28, right?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Because I can't hear y'all.
And Buddy,
I
I
can tell
think you have a.
You were talking over us. I was wondering. I was like, "Damn, all right, I guess it's Easton's show now." Fuck off. I was like, when we were talking, he's just, "Yeah, man, all right, cool." Anyways, so yeah, we've got look in Utah. So this is interesting. Utah's ranked 3rd in rush defense, and we saw how we fared against that. So this is what you're nervous about, I'm assuming, Muddy.
Yeah. Well, that dude, I want NTN to get his carries so his brother stopped tweeting.
Golly, dude, killing me, bro.
I know, man. But now I think last
Sound
game,
about
like
VC
NTN
boys.
didn't even get 10 plus carries.
Charlotte.
So I hope we get him going.
I think
Agreed.
we're resting him, for the most part. I really do think we're resting him. But, I mean, those are 100% valid concerns. I mean, when it comes to Kentucky, like I said, they're just going to stack the box. They're going to have 8 or 9 guys in the box. They're going to be thinking run the entire time. They want Mertz to throw it through the air, and that's what it's going to be. For me, I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. Mertz is going to have to make those touchdowns through the air. But I do believe that, again, we have the quarterback to do it. 78% completion rate. I mean, my God, the guy is just throwing dimes left and right. So that's what it's going to come down to. I don't think you'll see a lot of the run game. And I think a lot of people will be like, why are we not running? Well, we don't want to run into, a box stacked with 9 guys. We want to be able to get those 50-50 balls and have Douglas or, Pearsall just jump over them and get the completion. That's what I think it's going to come down to.
Yeah. So the the concern, like making Graham throw, when he had to throw at Utah, he threw just fine. I wasn't Graham's fault. The reason that we lost game 1, I don't think he did anything poorly. I think he executed just fine. We didn't execute in the red zone, which was an issue, and then we had errors on our end of the ball that we couldn't. We kind of just got behind too quickly. But
Well, let me ask you, if Trey
And it was
Smack,
week 1.
if Trey Smack started that Utah
That was a
game,
big part of it too.
do we win?
what did Malik miss? He did miss that field goal.
He missed 2 field goals.
He missed 2.
He missed 2.
So that would have put it. I know when the one that I remember, and we were down 6-7, right?
Yeah.
Because he missed the extra point too, didn't he?
Well, so he missed 2 field goals, the extra point, and then we also got near the red zone. Billy lost all confidence in him when we went for our 4th down multiple times.
Yeah, because he couldn't make it. So he missed the 1, which then led to the ball turning over. Then getting a stop, and then that 3-man having 2 threes on the field. So look, we make that field goal. It's 9 or 10-7, or no, or it'd have been 10-7, right? Because it was 10-7, and then we're kicking off, and now the momentum, right? That's a huge thing, and that was something that we lost in that Kentucky game because look, Utah's offense really didn't do much, and they didn't have to. So you can make that as an argument because think about Florida versus Tennessee, we didn't do anything in the second half either, but we didn't have to. So a lot of those things that we'll have to see. But I'm not concerned with Mertz throwing the ball. I just don't want us to get pinned to where we only are throwing the ball and we're not able to utilize the run. I think that's where, and I talked about it too, when you watch that game against Utah, he has this system, and it was almost like he just got so focused on rolling through the system that he didn't see what was happening in the play call. Because you go back and watch that film and watch the film breakdown, there's a lot of great opportunities there with the play action. They just weren't utilizing it.
A lot of the play action too. The problem is Graham's not really stepping up into the pocket and making a good throw. He wants to run. He wants to get sideline to sideline, and when you do that, you limit yourself to only half of the field to throw the ball to, and that troubles him a lot, especially in those cover zero. Because I was watching even against Charlotte, they were getting through on cover zero and getting right to Graham because, granted, our offensive line wasn't what it's going to be this week, but they were still getting to him on cover zero. It limits him, but I think that he'll take a good step this week. And I mean, we haven't really seen a true like number one receiver. Obviously Ricky, but nobody else has really stepped up yet. And Kentucky's pass defense, I don't think is that good. I wouldn't be surprised to see Eugene Wilson or maybe Caleb Douglas or Andy Jean get in the game and have a couple good receptions. I mean, they're going to have to throw the ball because if Charlotte can stack the box against us and cover zero and do something, Kentucky's going to try to do the same thing because they don't want ETN to run for 200 yards on them. Like you said, Aaron, they're gonna stack up against the run and make Graham Mertz throw the ball.
When was the last time we actually started out fast against Kentucky?
When J.J. Weaver called out Kyle Pitts.
I was say the Kyle Trask era.
Yeah.
No, I feel like every year, like we've lost to him 3 out of the last 5 years. We always start off slow, and then early in the fourth quarter, it's like, okay, this is what we can do, and then that's when the offense starts clicking, and it's too late.
Well, a lot of that just goes into Anthony Richardson being inconsistent. Because imagine if when we played Kentucky at Florida last year, he played like he did when we played Tennessee at Tennessee. You know what I mean? Like, it was just so many ups and downs and highs and lows last season. Like, I went to the Vanderbilt game and watched them lose to Vanderbilt, and that was like the most soul-crushing moment. Man, but I mean, it was really fun. We sat right in the back of the end zone, but
you're true,
like
bro.
watching him throw the ball out of the end zone on that last play into the stands was like, man, that just, I don't know. I hope the best for him in the pros, but that was terrible.
Yeah, I was punching air after that game. I remember going on a rant on my live, just like
that's why we're not wearing orange pants this year.
Like, what are we? Yeah, we're wearing all white and with a little bit of orange outline, and the numbers blue. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Look, I mean, obviously, I think we just need that 60-40, right? 60% run, 40% pass. If it needs to, toggle a little bit to more passing, I feel comfortable with Mertz passing the ball. I really do. Honestly, I just think we just need to open it up a little more. When he stacks a lot of receivers, I want to punch air. Like, allow these talented wide receivers to get in space, just throw a little slant across the middle and a little dump off, and let those guys work. I mean, Eugene Wilson would catch the ball 2 yards behind the scrimmage and get 6 almost every single time. And
especially if they're playing cover zero, slants over the middle would be a killer.
Yeah, to make them respect it, right? Then pop it outside. I mean, there's just, again, it's adapting to what's in front of you, and I think that's what I haven't seen from Billy yet is his ability to adapt versus just sticking to the game plan and staying to a regimen. I want to see him adjust a little bit. Look, even let's think about like our Thursday night football. The Packers and Jordan Love, they came out that second half and adjusted. We saw some things change, and they were able to go down and score and be effective. Defensively, they slowed down the Lions, but then the Lions just ended up being a better team and getting it done. But first half, the pass rush was, not the pass rush, just the line rush was ridiculous. And so they had to go in and readjust. That's what I want to see is adjustments throughout the game that we're making versus just basically just pounding a wall, hoping that the game plan they came into works. That I'm tired of seeing.
I think it was Allie Peak that said the same thing. Like, Billy is really good at those scripted drives. Like when he knows exactly what he's doing and we're going into a drive and like certain points in the game, we can capitalize on it and we do really good. But it's when we get inside the 30, the 40, and the 20, when things start breaking down and not going our way and they start stopping, that you got to adjust. Like, we need to throw the ball over the middle of the field. Our receivers are too fast and not get it to them and have them streaking up the seam in the middle of the field. We play too much sideline to sideline football. Or not enough sideline to sideline football. Just play closer to the sideline. That's what I mean to say.
Agreed. Well, I got a couple people waiting. Who wants to raise the hand to go? I don't want to be a dick and kick anybody off, but I got a few people waiting. So who wants to?
It don't matter if just pick one of us.
I'm not bad. I don't want to pick.
It's like the Hunger Games in here.
I'll peace out.
Hey, call tomorrow, man. When we get that dub. All right, we'll do.
I'll call you after that Kansas game, man.
What's that?
I'll call you after the Kansas game.
Oh, fair enough. That's a big game for Muddy. He's high on the Jayhawks winning the Big 12.
I don't know. That might be a good game.
Go Horns.
Depends on what type of team Texas is.
Yeah.
Horns. Later, buddy.
See you, Muddy.
Burn.
There he is. What's up?
Chill.
Joe?
The wait is over.
Oh.
Who's HighTopSports.com? Come.
What up, Shelton?
What's up, big guy? Hey, man.
Alligator Aaron, what's up, man?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Easton? I don't know
What's
you,
up,
brother.
brother?
What's up, man?
You sound like you're about to give us like a 90s rap song. Like what? It's like
That's
a
what I
filter
do,
on.
bro. You haven't heard my album?
I'm hearing it live, I think, right now.
Bro, I'll have to play that for you sometime. Hey, look, first off, cheers. Go Gators, man.
Cheers. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
I like how Aaron makes this show, but he couldn't make our show that he's supposed to be on earlier today. But he somehow makes the high tops. I don't blame him. But thanks for making the time today. For letting the community. As I always say, this is the best show in all of Gatorland. I say it on every show that I make. Shelton, thank you for doing this for Gator, all of Gatorland, and most importantly for college football in general, because you do a great job. But I got a couple points I want to make. Number one is this: I am astounded by the lack of faith that people have after the Tennessee game, bro. Like, we saw a first-class coaching performance from Billy Napier. That defense came in the most prepared we've ever been for any football game that I've seen since the Urban Meyer era. Secondly, and that includes the Muschamp era, by the way, right? We were supposed to lose that game. Secondly, that offensive performance, especially from the offensive line, do we just expect us to never be able to play like that again? Bruh, we're coming in. We're coming to play. These guys know how important this game is. And the Charlotte game is a practice game. That's a scrimmage. We came in to just try out new things. And what you were saying about what Stephen Harris was talking about is exactly the truth. We're trying out new things. We played a bunch of brand new players. I get pissed off when I hear people say really ignorant things, and it just resonates in me. That reminds me how stupid Gator fans will be when they're like, Billy doesn't know what he's doing. Bro is a head coach, and he's been a head coach not just for the last 2 years, but for the last 6 years. The guy knows how to coach football. Is he the best play caller in America? No, but he's a great head coach, and we don't know how good he's going to be. But I trust the players, and I trust what he's going to do. Gator fans need to shut the hell up and grow the hell up and start understanding these kids aren't coming to play for him because he's a bad football coach. He's not magically pretending like the guy can play. The dude knows what he's doing, right? The offensive line showed us what they're capable of. If that offensive line had showed up against Utah, of course, that's a different game. I don't know where they were, but Kingsley wasn't there. I know that for a fact, right? Was Mazuka? He didn't play in Utah either, did he?
Utah?
I can't remember.
No, Mazuka played.
Mazuka. One of the guys wasn't playing.
Just Kingsley. Just Kingsley playing. Just Kingsley wasn't playing. That was it.
Okay. Kingsley
and Damian George played horribly. So that was maybe you're like confusing with playing and lack of lack of performance in the same.
I'll say this too: Austin Barber did not play his best game, and Slaughter was growing up before our eyes in that game. And
for sure.
Anyways, so my mistake on that. I thought we were missing somebody else, but nevertheless, on the offensive line, I also like Boardingham. I think this dude's going to show up this coming up on tomorrow, and I don't want to rant too long. This is your show, not mine, for sure.
No, this is you guys. Look, the Colin show. I don't like to talk that much. I'm more just kind of keeping the peace. So you're good.
The last thing I'm going to say is that I believe Hollywood ETN is about to put his D in his brother's mouth and show everybody that he needed to take a break.
That's a visual I didn't need.
Too bad, because everybody needs to hear it so they can tell him on Twitter. Tell him I said it. All right, because older ETN needs to chill out, as younger ETN is going to be just fine. And Billy knows how to. I mean, the guy's a year away from the NFL, anyways, right? I mean, he's got a whole nother season to play. Why wouldn't his brother know better than just tell him? Just hey, bro, he should be. Hey, enjoy the day off. You got business decisions to make, and this is a good one. Let Montreal get his rest. We saw Hollywood ETN get his due. And I mean, who was number one in the Tennessee game? Hollywood ETN, right? I mean, Montreal, I love him. Give him his ball, feed him when he needs to. When ETN needs a break, his brother should know that better than anybody. Okay, I'm done. Somebody else talk.
Yeah, good. What you were saying about ETN, man, just like Montreal, he'll probably be like a third-round pick, but he's going to be a damn good NFL running back. Sit behind him for a year, and next year when ETN runs for 1,500, 1,800 yards and 15 touchdowns, everybody will shut up about it.
Yeah, look, I think to defend Travis a little bit, I mean, I don't think he has a grasp of Gator, like just the fan base of Gator Nation. So he's just kind of spitballing. Like, look, he wants to see his brother play, so he's just antagonizing a little bit with his tweet. But again, it is a little. It's nerve wracking as a fan because of the portal, especially that first street where it's like, man, he should go play for Colorado. Well, they just got clapped. Do you still fall like, you know what I mean? So it was a hot take. It is funny, but then you go and lose the day after to the Texans. Like maybe you should stay off Twitter. You should be practicing
Straight up. Straight up. Now, I mean, what I will say, my bad, Gator, is that I mean, his brother wants the best for his brother. I mean, like they want the best for each other. I know that, and I mean, obviously, I'm joking a little bit about what I said, and I just think it's really ridiculous for him to cause additional drama. And I don't know if he's just joking around and causing engagement drama on purpose. Who knows? But I just wish he would chill out a little bit.
Check that comment
Yes,
out,
sir. Hey,
Oh my God, he does it again.
I'm already building his. I'm planting flowers in his.
Can we all
Heisman
agree
spot.
that DJ is the clear-cut #1 quarterback for the 2024
Yes!
class? Like, I mean, it's pretty
it's gonna be
ridiculous.
crazy
at
when he
this
flips
point,
to
dude. They hate
Clemson.
on Florida, and 24/7 is so bad. On 3 is actually not that bad. Like about hating on Florida here recently, but
it's because we had him on the show. We put the feet.
Yeah, y'all put him on blast, man. That was great.
No, I'm just kidding.
Shelton owned that dude.
I loved every.
They call Shelton Daddy now.
Yeah, no. Utah's getting owned right here, 7-0, and they just had a punt. Oregon State might be some dogs. Utah's getting punched in the mouth right now.
They can't even lost last week though. How are they gonna lose?
They lost. I don't know how good Washington State is, but
is Cam Rosen back?
No, Nate Johnson's starting right now over Bryson Barnes. This
Man,
guy goes not gonna lie.
Utah in week 6, we'd win.
Who's DJ Lagway?
Oh my God, get out of here.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
That's a Miami fan.
He's a really good cricket player. So he is.
Yeah, but all I was gonna say about ETN is like ETN and Montreal, like they are just two different kind of backs. ETN, he just puts his shoulder into it, and he's better in the longer yard situations. When he gets out in space, he's gone. Montreal is good at being able to be in like the shorter situations where he can make cuts to be able to get into the end zone. He's a little bit more.
His patience is much.
Yeah, he's more patient. He's a little bit more shifty. ETN just hits the hole and goes, and the lower center of gravity makes it harder for him to tackle.
Montreal's a really good red zone back and a third down back. I'll say that.
Exactly. Yep.
He definitely. I mean, I don't know if ETN has elevated his game to where it seems that he's better than Montreal, which is good, or Montreal has taken a step back. I don't know. I don't know what it is yet. I mean, Montreal's been effective, so I can't say he's taking a step back.
Really too early to tell.
Yeah, ETN probably has elevated his game. But look, I mean, it's a good problem to have. I mean, it's fun to watch both of them play, and Trail Webb's even getting his touches a little bit. So excited to see him. I mean, I think he's smaller than them. He's like 5'11", like 180. So he's gonna be one of those speedy backs. But the Cannon Daniel kids too coming in next year. He's putting up some monster numbers in high school right now as well.
Yeah, what did he do? He scored 6 touchdowns 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 6 or 7. Those were like 400 all-purpose yards, catching, running, etc. What's your prediction, Joe, for the game?
42-13 Gators.
There you go.
Really?
I don't think it's gonna be close.
My goodness.
I don't even think it's. I mean, why would it be close? Like, what has Kentucky done, and who have they played? I mean,
what I said. Leary
has thrown he's thrown 5 interceptions. I think Graham Mertz has thrown 1, right? I don't know, 2 because of Caleb. In the drop. Was that a fumble or did he throw an interception? I can't remember. No, it was a fumble. He fumbled the ball, right? Caleb Douglas.
He threw Charlotte. 1 pick. I thought it bounced off. It bounced off somebody's.
Pearsall. That was Utah.
Yeah, that bounced off Pearsall.
That's the only interception he's thrown, right? Because last week Caleb Douglas fumbled that ball on 4th down. He didn't
he caught it and he had it in his hands.
And
he
got
made
ripped.
A football move and then it got ripped out. So
but they didn't strip it and hold it, right? That it hit the floor.
Yeah, it hit the ground.
It wasn't
it wasn't a pick. It was called a fumble, catch and fumble.
But hear me out here. I think that the big dogs eat. I think that we get a sack fumble. I think we get a pick 6. I think we get them all. I think we do everything. I think Austin Armstrong takes it to the house. I don't even think we need to play offense. So it'll be the Billy Napier hate show all day, and we still win by 30 points.
Do we have an official offensive coordinator, or is Billy call all the plays?
Billy calls all the plays. We do have Rob Sale, who is more of like the offensive line coordinator, but I mean he's not really doing much as far as that goes. But I have heard rumors, and I'm not sure if it's true, but I have heard rumors that there is somebody else that might be going to be calling plays or take some initiative to start calling plays. I can't Callaway, I think it is off the top of my head.
Ethan Callaway, the tight end coach.
Yeah. I heard he might start coming in on that, but that's all hearsay until we know 100%.
Hey, y'all saw my cousin old Henry Blackburn. Oh, he had him and old Travis Hunter. They went they made amends. So
Yeah, I
thought
seen
was
that on Facebook.
Is
I
that
thought
really
was
your
cool.
cousin?
Yeah, dude. And we all play college football. We're all from Colorado State. No, it's not
Bro,
really
I was
my
like,
cousin.
I was like, there's no way, but you're holding strong and steady there. Yeah, I did see
No,
that.
that would be tight though. No, I thought that was really classy of the Colorado Buffs. That's why I respect Dion. But I saw someone had mentioned my last name in there. I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't know if they were talking shit or not. So I wanted a chance.
Yeah, dude, like the whole thing. I mean, the whole thing was like blown way out of proportion when it
It
happened.
wasn't even a bad hit.
No, it was a good hit. Like I was thinking, I saw it and I was like, did nobody ever watch Major Right? Like, what are we doing here? Like that was
It's just
stupid to
because
me.
it's Travis Hunter, man. If it was any other person, they would have never been a big
If the shoe was on the other foot, if Travis would have made the hit, it would have been he's the best ever.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want that to happen to the kid. Look, was it a little late? Where you could have been like you looked at it like, hey, that was probably a little, malice. Maybe,
It was questionable.
It was definitely questionable, but you also have to understand, like, you guys are all like, it's just, you've created this energy, you've created this animosity between the two teams. You've got guys coming here talking shit, stepping on logos. Like, I'm not saying it's okay, but you have to expect it. It's going to be warranted a little bit that those things are going to happen when you put this animosity on the football field, and it's the coach's fault. It's the same thing that happened with Tennessee in the Florida fight. It's Heupel's fault for calling the timeout. You allowed for them to go back out there and place your team in an uncomfortable position. Take initiative for what you did there. So, see you, Easton.
No, well said. No, I mean, honestly, I'm watching the game. I saw it happen. It was right after our Tennessee game, and so when I'm watching that happen in real time, I'm looking at it like, I mean, the fact that he was even hurt was kind of like didn't look like it was that big of a deal. It didn't even look like it was that big of a hit, let alone something that should have been I mean, I guess I could see it being a late hit, I guess, but it didn't look like it should have hurt Hunter. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But anyways, I don't want to carry on too much about that. But Aaron, did you already make your prediction for the game?
No, I haven't made my prediction.
I want to hear yours.
My prediction is 27-13. That's with a pick six. I think it's going to be lower scoring on the offensive side, on both sides. Obviously, I think that our defense gets it done pretty well, but I do believe that we're going to be limited on the ground because of the run game being stacked against us. So, I mean, I think it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be a lower scoring game, but I do think that we're going to pick Devin Leary off. So I do think we get a pick six running down.
Look, to kind of speak to a few of the offensive woes, like I'm sitting here thinking about it. Charlotte, we had 5 field goals, right? So 5, I think 2 were like 50 plus. So let's say 3 of those red zone opportunities. Again, this is where I'm headed here, but where we drove the ball effectively, got into the red zone, let's say 4 out of 5 times, right? Out of those 5 possessions of field goals. Go to the Kentucky or Utah game where we also struggled in the red zone. I think we got to the red zone 3 or also 4 times. We didn't even make a field goal, right? So
yep.
And then Tennessee and McNeese, we did just fine. We executed perfectly. Outside, I think 1 red zone, we kicked a field goal, maybe 2. But the point is, I'm trying to make here is, we're driving the ball down the football field well. It's just when it gets into the red zone, which we were all kind of hinting towards, that's where the lack of execution, maybe just lack of play calling is starting to fall apart. Now, having a kicker that can make a 55-yarder, that excites us too, right? Which makes things great. But you got to understand that, look, the ball is being moved on the field efficiently and effectively. We're not punting the ball too much. So it's going to click, right? That offense, we saw that finally click. We've seen the defense finally click. I think we're going to see, we saw it against, in my opinion, we saw it against Tennessee and McNeese State. McNeese State, I mean, we moved with ease right down the football field. 99 yards, boom. 75 yards, boom. No problem. I know it's McNeese State, but again, the ability to drive down the football field. And again, the only team that we've been fully healthy on, and we weren't even fully healthy through all the way through, was Tennessee, but then we lost Eugene Wilson. And now we're going into this game with a healthy Eugene Wilson, a healthy Kingsley, and Cam Waits is also going to be back. And Lindell Hudson has a full game under his belt, more reps under his belt, as well as Jake Slaughter. So things are, compounded on top of one another to prepare us for this game right here.
Well said. Well, I want to add to that. So what you just said, and I think you're alluding to this, and I just to kind of compound your point is one of the problems I think Billy has faced is not having faith in Mihalik. I mean, like it's been very clear that this kid he melts down in the wrong situation. He wanted to give him a shot. Because of that, Billy has been prone to go for it, fourth and short. And we didn't do that in the Charlotte game, which we've been accustomed to, which took points off the board that we may have been used to getting. Nevertheless, going forward, I believe that we will kick more field goals because it seems like Smack Daddy is actually really freaking good, which I don't know why he wasn't started to begin with. Now, that being said, as we move forward, this will also allow us to be a little bit more safe with our play calling. And I say safe, I mean we will protect ourselves more and not play stupid or have to make a more aggressive play call when we could just play it a little bit more safer. That has caused us to put ourselves in bad positions in the red zone. And take a field goal. I think a field goal it will be welcomed compared to what we saw in Utah. Now, I want to circle back around and say one more thing, and I'm probably going to hop off here shortly. The biggest thing about the Kentucky game that I'm excited about, number one, is that Kentucky has not been challenged at all. This will be their first real test, and it is a massive test. This is probably the best defense, save Georgia, that they're going to face all season. I mean, I don't know who else they play in the West, but this is a tremendous defense. I'm very proud of this defense. Austin Armstrong is the truth. Our offense, we'll see. But the offense that we are going to put on the field, like you just said, is the best offense that we're going to put on the field since the Tennessee game all year. And it's going to spread the field like we saw in the first half of the Tennessee game. This is going to present a tremendous amount of obstacles for that Kentucky offense or defense. And I think it's going to spread that defense out. And I think we are going to run the ball like we did against Tennessee. And I think Hollywood, ETN runs for that 200 yards, 170 yards. And I think it's going to really allow Graham Mertz to have a great game again. So that's why I feel like, and I'm a little sarcastic. I'm a homer. Like obviously, Shelton, you can get that way too. I want to hear your prediction if you given it already. But I'm not sarcastic when I say we're going to beat them by 3 touchdowns. I think we are going to do that, and we owe them that. And I think Billy's on his vengeance tour this year, man. I mean, Billy, we don't know his personality because he doesn't share this. But you can't tell me this dude's not effing mad. He shouldn't have lost last year. We were up 16-7 or something like that. We should have never lost that effing game last year, right? And then we end up never scoring another point.
He showed his personality, I think, over the last few press conferences. After the Tennessee game, these videos we see him in the locker room, he's got some fire about him.
Agreed. I definitely agree with that. I guess what I'm saying is I think there is some animosity towards these teams more than he has alluded to in the past. I mean, who wouldn't? We don't lose to Kentucky. He knows that. What is this Christopher Reed? How are the people so negative? Shut the hell up. You are so nice to your chat. I know they like you a lot. These guys are idiots, though.
I try to give me look sometimes like Christopher. So super chat from Sorley says Yo and Wilson is back shit. So Christopher says where the hell's all the optimism coming from? Again, like that's my personality. So I can't
me too.
Like for me, it doesn't like I can't sit here and fake mad or fake be frustrated with the performance. I think if you actually focus and care and you're understanding what's going on, I mean, there has to be reason for optimism. I don't know what, like when people say that, like, what is your expectation? Like, what's the alternative? I guess is my question. Right. So look, I mean, I don't get too worked up about it because I get it. Not everybody
I'm just joking. I'm just giving them a hard time.
Yeah.
Like,
blinded.
I like to troll them.
I mean, people say like I'm blinded by like it is what it is, but like I understand things take time. You're building something. I think again, I say all the time, we've been spoiled that what Urban came in and did is something that's special. Like give me a coach that's been able to do that. I mean, Kirby obviously he came in second year, took him to the SEC championship or national championship, right? Against that Bama and lost, but also too, I'm not trying to make it sound like this or that, but the situation he walked into, Mark Richt just handed over something pretty special. Georgia was winning 9 and 10. Yeah, they're winning 9 and 10 games every single year. Mark Richt just couldn't get him over the hump. That's why Mark Richt lost his job. Yes. But outside of Kirby, who else is coming in and just winning right away? Sonny Dykes took him to a championship. Now they're TCU. They're back to TCU. So is that what you want? You want someone to come in, flash in the pan, and then be irrelevant again? People say Coach Prime. Well, he just got wiped off the map last week. More than likely going to get wiped off the map this week. And again, they're growing. I think they're gonna be competitive, but it's gonna take time. Like it's not gonna happen overnight, especially with teams like the Utahs of the world and the Kentuckys that allow for the coach to stay for 15 plus years with the NIL, the transfer portal. Those schools that are patient are eventually going to just start sticking around, and you can't really get rid of them. Will they be able to win the big one? I don't know. But with the playoffs going to 12, you're going to see them more and more in the playoffs, which is just only going to make them more and more popular, which eventually they'll snap and they'll get one. We'll see, though.
Yeah, you see it from FSU as well. I mean, you saw them just absolutely suck for the first 2 years, and then
They still suck.
now,
They should have lost 2 weeks in a
but
row.
I mean,
True.
now I mean they're 4-0, and I'm not saying that they're an absolutely wonderful football team. I'm just saying that he's obviously done a much better job than say I mean Taggart or whomever. But I mean, to be honest, Taggart didn't really get a really good shot either. I'm honestly surprised that Norvell wasn't fired, because it seems like that was around the same amount of time that they had for the program when it was in shambles. But either way, I mean, what you say, Shelton, is pretty right. When you look at Heupel, being the flash in the pan, having Hendon Hooker, transfer. Everywhere he goes with the transfer portal, and then being able to get from the monotony and just the terrible teams that Tennessee has produced before, and then being able to come out and be like, oh look, we're something now, but it's not going to last, and you and I both know that it's a flash in the pan type thing, and with Milton it's obviously all falling apart.
Well, I was a big I smashed that drum last year about Tennessee being lightning in the pan, and it feels. I mean, people said that I was an idiot and that I was crazy about it. Obviously, those guys have all disappeared and went away, so I'm not able to hold my receipts on them. But it wasn't a knock. It was just look, like you don't go from being irrelevant to all of a sudden, wow, you're this good. Like things sync up. That Florida I said it too. The Florida team with Kyle Trask and Pitts when we went to the SEC championship, that was a flash in the pan team. It things synced up. It landed perfectly. We had a healthy old team, and there were some people that stuck around, and it worked out. But then look what happened after that. Mullen loses his job because he wasn't building, he wasn't working his way up to create a culture, to create consistency. What we're doing now, in my opinion, is we're building consistency. You can't expect, and this is where my reason for optimism. I can't remember who was yelling at me about it, but like the reason why I even quit, I just don't ignore those comments anymore, because again, my reason for optimism is we haven't been relevant for a long time. Florida, outside of that 2020 season, has went away, which has allowed the other teams like Kentucky and Tennessee to pick up where we have, dropped the ball on, and now they're competitive. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy's had to kind of just jump ahead quite quickly because they've been rebuilding a little bit longer than we have, and now we have to kind of jump ahead of them from where we are, so that way we're not at like the bottom of the SEC. So right now we're nowhere near what our potential is going to be with Billy. I'm quite looking forward to the future with Lagway. I mean, and already with this class top 3, man, I'm just I'm excited. This particular year, this season, I want to see some improvement. I would love to have 7-5, 8-4. I think we're trending in that direction, just so that way we can have some improvement from last year. But I really believe that going forward, 24, 25, 26, you're really going to start to see more 9, 10 win seasons. Heck, could be even more than that. But I'm just saying that Billy's got us going in the right direction, and that man never stops recruiting. I mean, you saw him at the Tennessee game, even at the Charlotte game. He was out there late at night, still recruiting them boys. Yeah, with Lester. I mean, that was a huge surprise to me. I was like, what is he doing out there? Thought he was an FSU lock for sure, guaranteed. And then all of a sudden, Billy's like, come talk to me.
I don't mean to interrupt, but Ed DePriest just that was the best comment I've seen all night. Just for the record, I don't know if you can put that on the screen, but if you can't, I understand. But that is fantastic, by the way, Ed. So if you're still watching, cheers to you, brother.
Where is it?
It's up a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you I mean, these call-in shows are a little bit more frisky, so I mean, I don't know.
Sorley's getting them. Sorley's getting after him. He's like,
Gators gonna leave Lexington with a W and leave a lot of sexual, satisfied Kentucky girls in their wake. Y'all got
I
no
like it.
skills or dick game. I
Yeah.
love it. Hey, real quick, we got a special guest coming on here. You guys can hang out with us, but this is Dustin here. Dustin, what's going on, man? From in all kinds of weather. How you doing, big guy?
What's up, guys?
What's up? I actually do have to leave. So I don't mean to interrupt, but Dustin, nice to meet you, brother. I'm sorry I have to run, but thanks Shelton for having me on. Alligator.
Awesome stuff, bro.
see you,
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe.
Stuff, Joe.
Let me, Alligator. I'm gonna pop you in. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. I'm gonna because I got some graphics here that Dustin's gonna talk about. What do you pull up first, Dustin?
We can go through the top 25 if you want.
Let's rock. And talk about this, your platform a little bit too, man, that you got working here, and kind of like explain who you are so everyone knows what we're working with here.
Yes, sir. So I am with In All Kinds of Weather. I'm sure a lot of you have seen Neil on Twitter. So we got a website and we put out articles throughout the week, getting Gator Nation well informed and hyped about all that's going on with the Gators. And something I really get into is the numbers. I'm kind of the numbers guy for a podcast. We have the podcast called the In All Kinds of Weather Forecast. So one of the things I do every week is I update a model. So similar to what Connolly has with the S&P Plus, what ESPN has with the FPI, we have a model that looks at the advanced analytics and power ranks every team in college football. We also look at the Gators specifically, and we attempt to project the score every week for the matchups the Gators have, and it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of success with it. So if you're betting, I don't recommend betting. I'm not really a betting guy, but if you so choose to do that, you would make a lot of money with this, and that's what we found over the last few weeks. So I'm just going to go on a limb and say that.
Betting with using your system?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's been successful.
Where's the pick'ems at, Dustin? I'm over here running dry.
I mean, every week we drop them. So be on the lookout. Saturday
On Twitter?
before the games. Yeah, put them on Twitter. So all the big games tomorrow we'll have them out.
Who tweets it?
I tweet it. So IAKOW Dustin, and then Neil. Whenever Neil sees it, he'll retweet it sometimes. But it mainly comes to me.
I'm turning the bell on. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. Okay, all right. Hold on. You tweeted one out. Boys, crack the code here. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, I got the model right here. So if there's any games you want to chop it up and talk about, I can look at literally every game in college football, and we can look at it and I can give you the picks.
Well, this is fun. We got to talk after the show, Dustin.
Yes, sir.
Because I have ideas now. All right,
Yeah.
so this is what you tweeted on Saturday.
Yes. So what you see there is the picks before the game or before the games, and then
This one
above
here.
it you see how successful we were. So,
So
the model had
so
Alabama
this is who
winning.
you picked.
Yes.
Okay.
The fun thing is the model had Alabama winning. I then, in my mind, reversed it because I thought Ole Miss would have a little more success. The model was right on Bama. I was wrong. So the model was showing me up with that one. But we got a lot of games right. The only ones we messed up was the Oregon State game and then Ohio State, and both those games were like less than 3 points. So
Those are tough. Well, you should have pushed them because the spread was 3, no?
yeah. So with the spread, I think we're perfect.
Except you picked Beavers here. What was the spread on the Beaver game?
I think it was 3. I think it's by 3. So
Okay.
Picking it by 2, if I'm doing the math right.
So what is the so let me go to I've got the other one here. Let me show this here. So hold on. This is what the model picked for the Kentucky game then. What I'm about to show right now.
Right.
Oh,
Right
let's
here.
see it.
It's popping up.
Woo.
So that's what the model's picked, and we just showed the success of the model from last week. Yeah, Sorley just said, "What's the UF and U Kentucky spread and prediction?" The spread's 1 right now. As of now, it's 1.
Yes, and that's exactly what the model is projecting. 1-point victory.
So a tight one. Okay. I'm thinking it's going to be,
tight.
you guys are asking for my prediction. I'm thinking like 24-13, 27-13 in that range. That's kind of where my head's at.
That's not bad, man. I mean, the model can only look at what's happened in previous games, and obviously that Charlotte data point and the second half against Tennessee. Those two data, along with the Utah loss, of course, but those data points are melded in there with some of the other pluses. Like obviously that first half against Tennessee, that's gold right there. Austin Armstrong and his defense. The model loves Florida's defense. I think Florida's defense is power ranked as the number 2 defense in the country.
I'm looking at your other pick'ems. All right, so let's do this. This is exciting. I love this stuff. I'm gonna pull up the schedule for this tomorrow. Let's do some. Let's have. What did it pick for this Oregon Utah game?
Oregon State by 1.
And they're up 7 right now.
Yeah.
We just cracked the code, boys.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. let me
Yeah.
right.
I even so when you get into models, what you're really doing is it's picking a score, but that score is one outcome. It's really trying to come up with a percentage chance that specific outcome is going to take place. So for example, Florida versus Kentucky, there's a lot of different outcomes. Florida could blow out Kentucky. God forbid something happens to Mertz and Kentucky could win by a few more points than we expect. But Florida has about a 52% chance to win. Oregon State, like Florida, also Oregon State, according to the model, has a 52% chance to win. This is similar to what FPI does. We have a slightly different formula in how we get to the number, but it's sort of the process is similar.
All right, let's do this. Hold on, I'm listening. I'm honed in right now, bro. All right, I got some money in my bookie account, so let's ride. We're gonna dice this up a little here, but boys, this is gonna be a hell of a call-in show. So, hey,
make you some money, bro.
Let's buckle. Hey, so I'm a parlay slut. So we're gonna try this with a parlay because of how consistent this thing is, and then we're gonna bet it the right way too.
Okay.
Let me share my bookie screen now. This is incredible. Yeah. I'm fired up. Aaron, you having fun?
Yeah, man. I'm just watching this. I'm like, woo, man. I'm looking at this prediction machine. I'm just like, I really got to start looking into this because, I mean, you've been right for the most part so far. So I didn't want it to be that close for sure. But, hey, I'll take the W either way I can get it.
Yeah. Now, for the line, I mean, obviously you can't score a 1/10 of a point in football. That's ludicrous. But I can get you the line projection to a 1/10 of a point.
Unreal. So what? So just kind of give us a gauge. Where did this pick this Louisville NC State game?
All right. So it has Louisville by about 4 points.
They're up by 3 with 5 to go. Bro, get out of here, bro.
Unreal.
Yeah. Actually, if you wanna be right on it, it has the number the exact number is 3.8. So it's kind of. I mean, you
Vegas gonna hunt you down, man. Vegas gonna hunt you down. For
hey guys, if you guys want to go bet with us, go to my bookie and use code High Top. All right, right now let's win together. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead. Let's do the first game. Let's do the Cincinnati Bearcat BYU game. What does it tell me to pick?
It likes BYU by 1.
All right, let's take the money line. I'm gonna throw 5 on it. I know it's not much, but I want to save for. I want to save. Down. I want to save more. I only have $40 in here. I could throw more, but I want to save some. All right, let's throw some parlays together. So Penn State versus Northwestern. What is it? Does it have them cut? What does it say?
All right, So I got a whole list. I'm scrolling through. Let's get that one up. All right, let's play the. So what is it? Penn State Northwestern.
Yeah.
That's got to be Penn State by 2 touchdowns easy.
Well, yeah. So it likes. Let me So I have a formula for home field advantage. What time is that game?
Oh God, he's getting nitty. It's 12, I think.
12.
Yeah, 12.
All right, so it likes night games at that stadium. better than it does noon games. So we'll go with the standard. Man, we're doing this real time. That's not one of the games I polled. So it has Penn State by 19 points.
Boom.
Okay, that's huge. So look, because that's huge. Because the money line is 26. That tells us let's just take a money line because we're doing a parlay. So this is, bro. We are getting. Well, hold on. Let me text somebody. Let me text somebody, Ricky, because he's gonna freak out when he sees this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just call him because this will be worth the phone call.
Yeah, this is exciting stuff. And what's crazy is last week the model projected Florida would win by the score of 38-7, and that's wasn't as low as the Gators actually scored, of course, but that's certainly lower than what Florida is typically used to against teams like Charlotte. The funny thing was Florida, a score of 38-7. The defense, 7 points. It nailed that perfectly. But you look at Florida scoring, that's a projection of 5 touchdowns, 1 field goal, 38 points. Florida scored 5 field goals, 1 touchdown.
1 touchdown.
So 6 scores. So the model nailed that Florida would score 6 times, which is pretty crazy when you break it down.
Yeah, because look, it's a model, right? It's a machine, so there's going to be human error involved, which is Billy Napier calling the play calls. All right, let's get back to making money.
Yeah.
So Clemson and Syracuse, what does it got? If it doesn't have it, we can skip the game. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I got it right here. So it has Syracuse by 3, by 2.7. Well, round up to 3.
Syracuse by 3. All right, so we're gonna take a money line then.
Syracuse over Clemson.
Yeah,
Wow.
it likes the Cuse.
I'm not gonna argue the system, Aaron. You know, we're gonna blindly follow along.
I'm a little surprised. I was just like, wow, okay.
All right, Aggies are Razorbacks.
Got it right here. It likes A&M by 3.
Okay, money line. Let's say from that game.
Now Arkansas is sneaky. You got to think about it like this. There is a weight factor for A&M with their talent, but they're not really using the talent the way they should. So
sure.
If you want to pick the upset, that's probably a game I'd do it. But the model straight up is looking at it. A&M by 3.
All right, I'm not gonna pick it now because you just threw off the whole. You can't do that in betting. We can't click something and then completely question it because now it's burned.
Right on.
I appreciate it though. I appreciate the honesty. All right, give me the Trojans and the Buffs.
All right, got it right here. It has USC by 20.
Ooh, I'm gonna take the spread then.
35-14 is the score it spits out. So it spits out a score too. So I can actually give you a.
All right. Well, I'm already pulling away from this thing here. I can't do that. Got to stay true to myself. All right. Trojans money line, which is not great for a parlay. All right. So Gators, it has the Gators by 1, so we'll just take Gators money line. What's another one here? Ooh, give me Longhorns and Jayhawks.
Let's do that. All right. So it has Texas by 23.
Really?
Yeah.
So take the points.
Yep.
This is amazing. Do you have Maryland, Indiana?
Yes. Let's get that in there.
He's gonna make you so much money here, so
bro. I'm gonna throw like a $3 bet on this parlay. Muddy's pissed because he wants Kansas to win.
Indiana system, and that's a home game for Indiana.
Yeah, no, it's in Maryland.
Right, so
in Maryland at 3:30.
All right, I'm literally typing in the teams, and the model calculates it automatically.
This is unreal. I'm gonna put like a 10-legger together, Justin, and watch all of them just hit. I'll kiss you.
Indiana. Okay. All right. So you said 3. So that's a home field adjustment of 2.2. Boom. All right. We got it. We got a spread. So it likes Maryland by 22 points.
Really?
Yeah. A score of 30-9 would be the score projection.
All right. We'll take the spread then because they have only 14 points here.
Yeah.
You said what was the spread?
22.
Okay. Let's do Michigan and Nebraska.
I got it right here. Man, Nebraska's having a rough season. It likes Michigan by 21, about 21, 22 points.
Okay. What about Baylor Bears and UCF?
Hit it. It's at UCF.
It is.
Cool. And what time is that game?
3:30.
3:30. Okay. 2.2. Okay, it likes UCF by 5.5.
Okay, we'll take a money line. All right, all right. Bulldogs and Tigers.
Bulldogs and Tigers. Georgia versus Auburn. And it likes Georgia but close. So Georgia, well, relatively speaking, Georgia by 9.
Okay, we'll just take a money line then. Fair enough. Not gonna fight the system here, boys.
Yep.
Ooh, LSU and Ole Miss.
Right here. Ah, this is a spicy one. It likes Ole Miss by 8.
What?
Yep. The model thinks that Oxford is going to be rocking. That environment's going to be the difference maker.
Oh shit, that's going against my brain. Like I felt confident every pick thus far, and I feel like I've got a 9-legger that's you know we're gonna send it.
Oh,
Ole Miss
man.
by 9.
Yeah, if you wanna hold off on that.
No. We can't. We gotta trust the system. It is what it is. We're testing a theory here. You gotta believe. You gotta believe.
Come on. I'm rooting for you, man.
Let's do the Blue Devils in Notre Dame.
The Blue Devils in Notre Dame. Let me double check, but if I remember correctly, the model likes Duke by 1 point at home.
Gosh.
Yep, by 1 point.
Oh my gosh.
I think that might be right. I mean, I predicted that Duke might win that game.
This bet's getting big. 11-legger here, boys. 11-legger. Then you give us the Cox versus the Vols.
It likes Tennessee by 10.
Actually, I don't want to do that because if it comes down to I have to cheer for Tennessee to win my bet, I don't want to do that. So we're going to scratch that. Let's do Roll Tide and Mississippi State. Let's close it out. We'll have a 12-legger and we'll have fingers crossed come tomorrow. You plugging it?
All right. Running it. What time's that game?
9:00 in Mississippi.
Wow. 9:00. That's going to be a ruckus environment. Still, it thinks Alabama's going to win by 10.
I had a feeling. I already made my pick on that. All right.
Now, question: How do you feel about that Notre Dame Duke pick?
I like it. I think I picked. I can't remember who I picked in the Pick'em game. I think I picked Notre Dame. I think they're going to have a strong bounce back game. That's my only concern.
So, the reason why I ask is I just ran the model again, and it's now calling it a tie.
A pick'em.
Basically a pick'em. So whatever you want. What's the line on that one?
Look. So look down here at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it says plus 4,000, or excuse me, yeah, plus 4,000 or plus 48,000. But if I take away this game, it goes to 17,000.
Wow.
So that game's huge.
So
I like Duke to at least cover the spread.
The line is Notre Dame by 5.
You're saying take Duke by plus 5.5?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and that's still a healthy spread.
Yeah,
that's still a healthy
safe.
spread. Okay,
Right.
That's fine. All right, I like that. Throw
Yeah,
5 on it. Pay $1,600, boys. So if you want to go ahead and reel that parlay in,
what? Man, if you get this, bro, I'm gonna be screaming. I'm gonna be running in the streets, bro.
oh my goodness, let's do it. All right, I'm gonna
I mean,
lock
you
it
would have
in.
made money last week if you would have parlayed the big games last week, and I mean, I didn't even put down the games that had bigger spreads. We were only looking at the top 25 matchups. It even had Penn State blowing out Iowa last week, and that came on too.
Very fun. All right,
You
I got
making a
30.
different bet?
Yeah, I want to throw like just like a one banger, like just like hey, like this is the lock, and throw all like $30 on it. Like, yep, this is it. What game do you think, Dustin?
Looking through.
Oh shit! Hold on, guys. What's up, baby?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, Drew.
Linky, what's up, dude?
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Hell yeah!
Oh.
Chomp,
Oh,
chomp,
dude,
chomp.
what's
Get
up,
him, Bubba
man?
Lou.
I love it, little man. What is up,
Chomp,
big
chomp.
guy?
Lincoln's bringing that big Dez energy, even though he's sick. Huh?
What's going on with him? Is everything all right?
He's got a little infection in his trach.
Okay. It looks good though.
Oh, yeah. Look at him.
Not slowing it down, babe. Bro,
Ain't
my
no
son,
thing.
my son does the same thing with my hat, bro. He loves it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, he's getting big, man. It's so good to see him, dude. He just passed his birthday
Absolutely.
on June, right?
Yep. He's 15 months.
Good
I think.
stuff, man. I love it. Thanks for calling in, man. It's good to see you and
Hey,
him.
thanks.
Love the
Thanks,
hat
everybody.
too,
Go Gators.
Bubba. Go Gators.
Go
Shout out
Gators.
to Kyle.
Are you watching the betting we got going on here, man?
Yeah, y'all are getting serious. Let me
Getting
know how
pretty
that goes.
Yeah, we're getting wild, man. I didn't
Dude.
see any here. I was on my bookie
It's
page.
crazy. Man, this is
What do you-
real crazy.
What
I
do
was
you
running
think,
around the
Linky?
hospital trying to get back over here. Tell him,
that-
Linky.
What do you think, Linky?
Tell him,
Who are
Bubba.
you picking?
Yeah?
I
You
agree.
heard him.
I love it. My
Yeah.
boy's asleep.
No,
it's
not
making
that
it's
one.
making me miss my boy now seeing him. What's up, dude? What is
Tell him,
up?
Bubba. Tell him. Woo! Yeah. Good night, guys. Thank you so
hold on.
much.
No, thank you, man. What's up, Bubba?
I've been trying to get him when he's been awake because he's so happy. I know y'all love to see him, but
No,
he's
I
been
love
asleep
it,
all the
dude.
time during the call-in shows.
I love it, man. Oh, dude, so cool to see him, man. I appreciate you calling in, big guy. Love you guys, man.
Yep.
Thank
Hey,
you.
anybody that's going to be in Gainesville, I'll be there next week for the Vandy game.
Oh, good shit, man. Have fun. Enjoy that game, Bubba.
See y'all there. Go Gators.
Go Gators, Bubba.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey.
I love it. Later, Linky. He's like, what's up? I love it. Oh, that's so awesome, man. Love those guys, dude. Too cool. All
So
right, boys.
let me get you two picks, actually. Let me get you an over-under pick since the model actually picks the scores. And then for your bet, I think Texas over Kansas with the points. I think Texas is going to score a lot of points. I don't think that game's going to be. I think it's going to be at least a touchdown over what the.
So you're
what the
saying
Vegas
put
line
what?
is.
You put 20? You want to do another parlay or put 20 on that one bet?
I would put 20 on Texas scoring over 16 points. What's it showing
Okay.
now?
Dustin is my financial advisor. 16.
Great. Yeah, I would, because the model likes Texas by over 23. So I think that's a good enough margin. I mean,
All right, we've got $15 left. Where do you want it to go?
let's see.
Bro, this Oregon State game and Utah game is a defensive battle.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that's exactly what the model was thinking. I think it has Oregon State winning 22-21. So I mean, 20 points. That's defensive to me. What is the over under on the USC Colorado game?
Please hold. The game's at noon, I think. $73. Son.
I'd put money on the under for that.
Really? What do you think?
Yeah.
Like 42-16?
The score that the model's spitting out is 35-14. So doing the math on that, that's 49.
That goes like everything against
49.
what I believe. But what do I know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, 15 on it. Send it.
Yeah.
On the under, right?
Yep, the under.
I selected the under, right, guys?
Because the model, I mean, this is a great test of the model because the model is projecting 49, 50 points. And if they're saying 72, you have a buffer of 22 points.
Sure.
And
sure.
that's a lot. For football, that's a lot for over-under.
Well, your model's either going to be a bust this weekend or a huge success.
Man, it better be a huge success.
Bro, I'm going to be losing my shit. You're going to come, bro, if it pops off, we're creating a whole segment of this. Like that's a fact.
I mean, best bets right here. I mean, I think in the betting world, if you're above 61% on
if you're above 50, you're
guess,
positive.
Yeah, above 50, but if you're above 61, I think that's the part where you're like, man, this guy's crazy. What's he cooking with?
And that's what your system did last week. So more than that.
Yeah, it was cooking. I mean, it pretty much nailed all of them, and the ones it didn't, it was within the margin of error. So, man, this is exciting stuff. I mean, you know, certainly Gator Nation, we're pumped about the matchup. I'm really excited to see our offensive line put a beating on Kentucky's defensive line. That's the key matchup in the game. Glad to have Kingsley back. Also, as far as the playmakers, I'm real glad that we got Wilson back. He's going to be a big-time threat, along with Pearsall, of course. I do hope that Pearsall, that catch was amazing. It was great, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to catch them all like that. So I want to see him. I want to see him put two hands on it more often.
Sure. I mean, Mertz's got to put it there, but yeah, I agree.
But that was great, man. He caught that and he windmilled that thing to his chest, and that was beautiful.
He did. That was a hell. And the graphics team this week has been crushing it with just the capitalizing on the Jordan symbol. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, and heck, we actually, we being in all kinds of weather, we actually had this is behind the scenes stuff right now, but we did a design and we weren't able to push it through because of NIL. So that kind of got a little.
You did a graphic design?
Well informed on that. We did a little bit of a graphic, a T-shirt.
So. The one you showed me, right? That one got.
Yeah,
shut
I showed
down?
you that. Yeah. It didn't get shut down, but we can't sell it without making contact with Ricky, and he's kind of a hard guy to get in contact with. So, but yeah, no, it's all good. Man, the Gators are going to be cruising this weekend. I wouldn't look. The model's saying 21-20, but I would not doubt if you're right. I think there's going to be something cooking. You know, the Gators are going to. Look. You said 27-13.
Yeah, I think that there's going to be an INT that's going to make the difference there. I mean, Devin Leary's been throwing them left and right. I believe our guys are due. So I think there's going to be a interception that's going to make the difference in the game, and I think defense is going to be hot.
Yeah. I want to ride with that score.
What did the model have for the Utah game?
For
Florida,
the
Utah.
original.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that much. I guess it didn't really have much to really base that game off of, did it?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of data.
That makes sense.
I believe it had Florida winning, but that was with the understanding that Rising wasn't playing. He obviously didn't play, but they were able to combat that. Also, Florida's offense did not improve as expected. So now we have a better understanding of what Florida's doing on offense. So it's a little easier to put out a score. But it pretty much nailed the McNeese game, pretty much nailed Tennessee. it's done a solid job.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, the Utah game's tough. So I mean, the system again is based off historical data and it's going off of last year and expectations. So I mean, you can't really hold it to that.
I mean, the
thing,
score
but-
put out for Tennessee was 28-17, and that's pretty much on it. I think it's
Holy shit.
29-16.
It was 29-16.
Yeah.
That's within 2 points. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we might have cracked the code here, boys.
Honestly, if the total is the exact total. 17 plus 28 is the same as 16 plus 29.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Just same
Yeah, that's,
same production for both sides is basically what it's saying.
Right, exactly. So this model's kicking butt. I don't want to speak too soon because we got to see what the results look like tomorrow, but
Hopefully they're
I mean,
good.
that-
Dustin.
yeah,
Hopefully they're
it better
good.
be. Man, I would be so elated if that parlay clicks for you, bro.
Oh, bro, you're gonna be elated. I'm gonna lose my shit. All right. Well, boys, I appreciate you everyone calling in. I'm gonna shut her down here. I got a show in the morning, 9:30, High Top Game Day. Ali Peak will be on there, Jake Crane, as well as Ty Hayes. So it's an absolute blast. Aaron, thanks, man. Dustin, thank you for calling in, man. Appreciate the graphics and the system. If we have some success, let's get in touch and let's figure something out for next week.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you guys. Be good. Sleep tight. Let's go get a W tomorrow. I'll see you.
Yeah,
boys.
man. Thanks for having me on the show. Go Gators.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go Gators,
guys.
everybody.